Hey guys, today we're going to break down some quadrupedal movement. We often refer to this as quad movement or QM, and quadrupedal simply refers to any animal which walks on four limbs. So that's quad, meaning four. So quadrupedal movement is moving like an animal that moves on all four. Humans are bipeds, that is two. We walk on 2 feet. We're trying to mimic the movement of an animal which walks on four, and we shorten that to quad movement or just QM. So that's what it means when we say quad movement. We are moving like a quadruped. It's often something we use as part of our warm-up or a balance that we do along something, but we don't often really break down that technique. So today, a little bit of quad movement. I haven't got loads of room in here, but this is something you could do up and down your garden, or if you've got a long hallway and you're not in anyone's way, it's a good place to practice it. So we're going to get down on all fours. I'm going to try and keep our back nice and flat, so your back's flat and your weight's spread out among all four limbs over both hands, both feet. You know you're in the right position because you should be able to lift up any single limb without having to shift your weight around too much. We've spoken about balance before, and as long as your weight is above the base that's on the floor, the bit of you that's on the floor, then you'll stay in balance. So my weight is equally spread between both feet right here. My actual center of my weight is about there, which falls between my feet, which is in the middle of the base that I've got on the floor. So when I'm down in my crawling position, if I'm in my quad movement position, my base is a rectangle from hand to foot to foot to hand. And as long as my weight is within that base, I'll stay in balance. So with a flat back, I should be able to lift up any single limb without having to shift my weight around too much. Then when it comes to doing your actual quad movement and moving along, we're going to keep ourselves in that position. So when we're moving, hand, foot, going opposites. So hand, foot, I should be able to stop at any point and lift up any single limb and still be in balance. Now I'm trying to go without my bum rising up in the air, so I'm not trying to end up in this position. I'm certainly not putting my knees down, not putting weight through my knees as I'm moving. So from here, I'm moving along, and I should be able to at any point lift up a single limb without having to shift my weight. If it's really easy to move forward, you could do a few steps forward and then go backwards. And when we're going backwards in our quad movement, it's important to push through our shoulders and continue taking a step with our foot, so you're not dragging your feet backwards along the floor. So from here, I'm stepping and I'm pushing through my shoulders. I'm actively pushing in that plane, pushing my hand back. So I'm not just kind of doing this, which we see a lot of. So a few steps forward, keeping your back flat, a few steps backwards. Try it yourself, making sure you're keeping yourself in balance with all of your weight above your base of support on the floor. See you tomorrow.